Gonzaga moved to 7-0 yesterday with another top 25 win. This time a blowout against Virginia. The Zags scored 1.43 points per possession, which is the second best offensive performance against Virginia since Tony Bennett was hired. Corey Kispert led all scorers with 32 points. He's one of only 5 players to hit that mark against the UVA pack line. And thanks to 9 3-pointers, Kispert only did it on 15 shot attempts. In this video, we'll go through all 32 points, looking at a combination of Kispert's skill set, Gonzaga's offensive scheme, and Virginia's defensive coverages. If you enjoy this video, hitting those like and subscribe buttons really help the channel out. You can also follow on Twitter. I tweet clips and analysis in real time during games. For example, this pretty continuity ball screen possession from Gonzaga. Gonzaga's always looking to push the ball in transition, and on this one, Kispert's trailing the play. The spacing isn't great here with Watson also in that trail spot, but they make it work by setting a kind of accidental screen. Kihei Clark wants the switch, you can see him point, but Hauser has to get up and take away the 3 here. We're about a minute later now, and the play starts out very sloppy for the Zags. But they manage to get back organized and into one of their favorite actions, a throw and chase ball screen, with Watson passing to Kispert and then following right into the screen. Hauser's in no man's land here. He doesn't hedge out hard or switch, and Drew Timme is ducking Jay Huff deep in the paint. When Kispert gets downhill, that duck in prevents Huff from blocking the shot. Just for comparison's sake, here's a similar scenario. This time with Suggs coming off the screen and Watson ducking in. Instead of fighting to get over Watson like he did with Timme, Huff goes under and blocks the shot. Here it looks like Gonzaga is setting up yet another throw and chase, but the play is actually for Kispert to turn right around and set another screen to pop towards the middle of the floor. Because of Kispert's shooting ability, you have to switch this screen if you're the defense. Morcel thinks about giving some help, but Ayayi is ready to cut on the baseline. So again, this just has to be a switch. Kispert's bringing the ball up and gives it back to Suggs to then immediately receive a flare screen from Nembhard. A lot of teams emphasize flare screens as a counter against the pack line defense, so this might just be random organic motion or possibly a part of the Gonzaga game plan specific to Virginia. Kispert's playing the 4 here, and the Zags flow into yet another throw and chase. But now it turns into a second player ball screening with Huff hedging and Watson rolling. Hauser has to tag the roll, and right now it looks like pretty good defensive positioning. But Kispert backpedals to the 3-point line, and Hauser is unable to recover on the long closeout. The shot might seem pretty routine, but look at where Kispert is as Suggs is releasing the ball. Being able to relocate on balance and still have a quick release is one of the reasons Kispert is an elite shooter. Off a dead ball, Gonzaga goes right into Timme in the post, and Hauser just gets caught leaning in no man's land. He's not really providing any meaningful help on the post, and he's also unable to get back to his man on the closeout. Timme starts the possession with a slip to the basket, putting Hauser in the same exact tag and closeout situation. This time he takes away the 3, but Kispert attacks the closeout to the basket. It's pretty good defense from Virginia. Clark is in the gap and forces Kispert to pick up his dribble outside the paint. I'm definitely not a ref, but this is probably a travel because Kispert doesn't land on 2 feet. But regardless, it's still a tough finish extending out with the left hand. The ball goes into the post again, this time to Watson, and Suggs just sets a crafty screen on Morcel. Kispert has such a quick and fluid release. These 3 points might as well belong to Joel Ayayi. He keeps the ball alive on the missed free throw, and Watson finds Kispert for the deep 3. Speaking of deep threes, this was probably Kispert's most memorable basket from the game. The trail heat check. Great awareness by Suggs, and Kispert has NBA range. They don't run it much this season, but scissor action has been a favorite for Mark Few over the years, especially with point guard Josh Perkins. Here, after the scissor, they set a pin down for Kispert, who showed this game that he's very comfortable going to his left hand. Last basket of the game here, and the Zags get into 5 out. Virginia switches the zoom action initially, and the easiest way to defend this would be to just have Morcell stay high on Kispert. But that would leave Clark inside against Timmy. So Morcell goes to take Timmy, and it's impossible to tell who initiated contact here from this angle, but it looks like Timmy might get away with one as Kispert nails his 9th and final 3. Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.